think I'm live. I don't know until I see myself pop up here. I have no idea. No, give me a sec. See if I get a little better angle here. There we go. That might be better. All right. If you can see me, hear me okay, let me know, please. I see myself now on the screen, so I must be live. Let me get back here to the chat. Hold on. I'm in a weird angle here. Give me a sec. See if I can. I think I'm okay. All right. Got to turn my head way over this way to read the comments. I can read some of the comments right here too. Oh, Josh Atwood, Rick Wancour, Matt President's good to see you, Matt. Tangle Tackle Army members Rick Wancour, Matt President's Mark Pearson are here. Loose Cap, Leroy Dowding from Purple Tackle Fly Supply. Good to see you, Leroy. Jim Dabrowski, another Army member. Pat Enos also. Rick Wancour, already mentioned. Phil Setar. I never know if I'm saying that right, Phil. I'm sorry. Setar. He just gave me a bunch of thumbs up, so thank you on that. Spars Outdoors, how am I doing? I'm doing okay. Thanks, man. How are you doing? Scott Garbs down in Southern Illinois. I'm sorry. I got kind of a weird angle going on here. So my main computer, I'm down here in my basement. My main computer crapped the bed on me. I'm pretty sure it's the motherboard. Scott Argensinger, good to see you, man, from Dreamweaver. But yeah, the other day my main computer crapped the bed. So I am right now, I'm going to change out the motherboard on it. I changed out the power supply. That wasn't it. So I'm pretty sure it's the motherboard. I'm going to have to do that. So I got kind of a different angle set up here right now. So I have to crank my head way over this way to see the comments. So that's what I'm doing. Jeff Cummings, go Bills. Go Lions also, man. Oh, also, always want to remind everybody, always, that these Sunday night live streams every week are proudly brought to you by Dreamweaver Lures. Check them out at dreamweaverlures.com. Please do so. The link is in the description. Another thing I want to mention is I got an email from somebody the other day saying, he said, you're always saying links are in the description, and I have no idea what the description is. So, hey, not everybody knows what that is. So, if you look at the video and you go just below the video, you're going to see the description. And normally you can see a little part of it, and then it'll say the word more. Click on the word more, and all those things are going to pop up. Almost everything that I talk about in these videos is linked in the description. So, yeah, that's what I mean by that. But yeah, hey, Go Lions also was a good game today. I saw Sam Laporta go down, which made me want to puke. Hopefully he is okay. I haven't heard any updates on it. If anybody out there has an update on him, I haven't searched it up since the game. But I hope he's okay, because I'm looking forward to a deep run in the playoffs. And please, nobody mention that Dallas Cowboys game, because we won that game, and I'm still sick to my stomach over that garbage call at the end. And that's all I'm going to say on that. Otherwise, I'm going to get upset. And yeah, we'll just leave it at that. But what a crap call. Anyway, where are we at? Steve Steele, good to see you, man. Aaron Craig, good to see you also. Patrick Forrester. Okay, we got a bunch of Army members on here. Ryan Purchase is on here also. Chris Olson, Jeff Cummings, Rick Wancour, Eric Nearing, Patrick Forrester. All Tangle Tackle Army members. If you want to join the Tangle Tackle Army, you can do so. That link is in the description. That gets you into the drawing for the free charter on the Big Lake and the free guided river excursion out there on the Big Manistee River. And you get access to our private Discord page where we hang out weekly, pretty much daily, and talk fishing and talk other things. We talk, I mean, it's anything from, we talk building, building materials, building supplies, fishing, hunting, you name it, cars, anything. We seem to talk about everything on there. So if you want to join up, that's great. I'm happy to have you along. Hey, don't forget, everybody, that Scott Argensinger is on here from Scott's just an all-around great guy, great fisherman, great captain, but he also runs Mascot Reel Service. If you need to get your reels upgraded, your drags upgraded like I did this year, I took him 20 of my reels. That's how much I trust him. I took him 20 of my reels. He had them all done for me in less than, I think it was like 5 days. So get with him, get your stuff done. April's going to be here. May is going to be here. June is going to be here before you even know it. And you're going to be thinking, man, I wish I would have got my reels done. And then you're just going to sit there and cry about it because you didn't do it. So get them done now. Trust me, get them done now. Get with Scott. Look up Mascot Reel Service on Facebook. I'm telling you, he does a great job. When he sent back my reels, he even sent back, he said he went through all my reels. He found some screws that were loose. Yeah, go figure. He tightened everything up. You know, if something was broken, he fixed it, he replaced it. So it's not just he upgraded my drags. He got everything like back up to speed. My reels have spent 5 years now on a charter boat, so they're not pretty in any way. You know, they're faded out, and I thought, you know, maybe I'd be time for new reels here pretty soon. Now I'll get another 5 to 10 years out these reels now easily. So anyway, yeah, get with him. Get with him. All right, got some notes here I'm going to refer to because I got some things I want to talk about. We got a topic for the night. It's trash talking. We'll get into that here in a few minutes. But like I said, I want to remind everybody these live streams are proudly brought to you by Dreamweaver Lures. Make sure to check them out. Support the people that support this channel. Please do that. And Dreamweaver is a huge, huge component of that. So the other thing, the Ultimate Salmon Derby, the Ultimate Walleye Derby, they are starting to get cranked up right now. Tickets went on sale at the beginning of this month. If you haven't got your ticket yet, it's a $100 ticket, or for the boat ticket, I think it's $1,300, which is going to be more geared towards charter captains, things like that. Their websites are linked on the description. Get your tickets now. Get them early because they are doing those weekly giveaways starting on February the 4th. So you want to get in now. You want to get in, get a chance to win some of those prizes, and then put them to use here come the Derby time. Get out there, get your big fish, get a beautiful prize, show it off, brag about it, bragging rights forever. Win a boat, maybe win 2 boats, who knows? Somebody's gonna win 2 boats. Might as well be you. Yeah, get going. Chad Douglas, you got your tickets? Cool. Rick Wancour, we're gonna talk about the repos thing here in a minute. But yeah, get your tickets now. Also, I want to remind everybody, if you're going to be down in Novi for the Novi Sports Show here in 2 weeks, that's going to be on the weekend of 19th, 20th, 21st. If you're going to be in Novi, stop into the Ultimate Salmon Derby booth. They're going to have a scavenger hunt going on, which is pretty cool. I'm not sure how they got it worked out. They have some stuff on their Facebook page. Check them out on their Facebook page, but they got some stuff on there explaining it. But it's a scavenger hunt throughout the entire outdoor show. So it actually sounds like a pretty cool time if you got kids down there, or if you're just a kid yourself like me and you want to go do a cool scavenger hunt. Go do it. Go see those guys, and I'm sure they would be happy to have you along and say hello to you. So that reminds me of the poll for the week. I feel like I'm talking a million miles a minute here. Let me slow down. That reminds me of the poll for the week. Take a minute to answer the poll if you haven't already. This week's poll question is: the outdoor event you plan on attending is Novi, Grand Rapids, Greater Niagara, or another? And if it's an other, list it in the comments, please, which one you're going to. I'm just curious which one everybody likes to go to. If it's a demographic type thing where you're close to it, or do you think one show's better than the other one? I like the Grand Rapids show personally. I really do. A lot of good booths there, a lot of good events going on. But I can honestly say I've never been to the Greater Niagara one, so who knows? I've been to one over in Wisconsin. That was a good one. But out in the lead right now, Grand Rapids, 51%. Second place, Novi. Third place, Greater Niagara, and then other at 13%. So if you haven't answered the poll, please take a minute to do so. Please. All right, cool. Anybody notice the shirt I got on? The Humerus design shirt. If you haven't checked those guys out already, this company is owned by a good friend of mine. They got really cool designs. I mean, it's front and back. I got the designs on the back. I'm not going to turn around. You don't want to see my backside. But if you haven't checked these shirts out yet, make sure to do so. Humerusdesign.com, links down below. These shirts are funnies, just funny. They got some really good designs, well thought out. The shirt itself is really soft, fits well. If you got a second, just at least check it out. You might be surprised you find something there that you like. But I want to give them a shout out because I like to support companies that are small and trying to climb up the ladder. And if they're good, I definitely want to give them a little shout out. And if they're crap, I'm not going to do that. But this company's pretty good. Even though it's owned by a friend of mine, I told him if they're garbage, I'm not going to say that they're any good. But they're pretty darn good. So take a sec, check them out. I think you'll like them. All right. Tangle Tackle, if you're in the market for the January fly pack, they got some really nice flies on sale right now at the Tangle Tackle shop. If you don't follow me on Facebook, you might want to do so. The link is down below. I post links to pretty much every special that Tangle Tackle has going on, and this fly special is no exclusion. I have one link there right now. You might want to check it out. They have a couple brand new flies coming out for this year. One's called the Money Shot, which has been it's been a secret around some of the marinas for the last year or two. A lot of guys have been using it under the radar. It's a really good fly, and they're putting it into production this year, so it's part of that pack. You might want to check it out. All right, now somebody mentioned repos already. Are we getting close to the Ice Water Challenge? And I talked to repos today. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm trying to raise money. I do this every year for Repos Rescue here in Manistee. They're a small animal rescue. They take in animals of all shapes, sizes. They do great work. They've saved so many animals, not just from being injured, but from abuse and neglect. From people that they rescue animals from people that have no business owning an animal in the first place. Zero. And they take these animals in, the majority are dogs, and they take these dogs and other animals in, and they give them a nice place to live. They give them a soft place to live. They give them a good life. They get them turned around, and then they try to get them adopted out to other families. My mom and dad just adopted one from them, a dog called Dog, that's the dog's name, a dog called Dog, and it was a senior pit bull. They had been at their rescue, I think, for over 2 years. And my mom and dad actually came all the way up and adopted him and took him home, and he's the sweetest. He's the most pampered, spoiled dog, I think, on the face of the planet right now. But that's what these people do, so I try to support them every year. They are small. They're SMALL, small, and they struggle every year. So looking to get donations for them. We do this every year around Christmas time, trying to build something up. We're trying to reach a $2,000 goal. I'll tell you right now, we are just over the halfway point on that. We got a little ways to go, and we only have 1 week to get there. I sound like Smokey and the Bandit. And if you don't know what that is, you're young. We have 1 week to get there, and we're only halfway. Okay, so if you're out there and you want to know how to donate to them, look them up on Facebook. Repos Rescues, REPOS Rescues. Phone number's there. Donation links are there. Get a hold of them. Anything you can donate is wonderful. Don't forget, we have prizes going out for everybody that donates. If you donate $10 or more, you're into these prizes. I might just open it up to everybody, try to get more donations. But the prizes are as follows. I'm not going to go into great detail because I've talked about it already, but 2 Dreamweaver gift certificates, a Big John rod holder package, a GRC trolling products $250 package, a Nova rod, and a Nova $250 tackle package. That's really cool. One of the Ultimate Salmon Derby $100 tickets is up there as a prize as well. Plus, they have some shirts I want to give away. Tangle Tackle and I are donating a 300 copper, just the reel, not the rod itself, but a 300 copper on an Akuma reel. Humerus Designs has some shirts that they're going to throw in as well. We're giving all those away on the 14th, a week away. So please get a hold of them. We are halfway there to the $2,000 goal, and if we reach that $2,000 goal, I am going to be an idiot, and I am going to put on my new Wind Rider Boreas float suit, and I'm going to jump off the back of my riverboat into the Big Manistee River in the middle of winter. And I'm going to videotape the whole thing, and I will even let everybody know the date and time and location. If you want to come down there and watch me be an idiot, you can do so. All right, I'd love to meet people anyway. So we reach that $2,000 goal between now and next Sunday, I'll jump in. I'm going to do it. My wife's not thrilled about it, but I'm going to do it. So, I mean, that's how much trust I have in that Wind Rider suit. I know it's going to keep me afloat, and I know it's going to keep me safe. So, it's not like I'm jumping off a tall building or something. I know I'm going to be okay. So anyway, Ryan Purchase just watched The Bandit last night. It's a good movie. It's like 1977. Isn't that crazy how long ago that was? All right. Where are we? Oh, my wife is giving a sad face. She worries about me, but she knows I swim like a fish, and she knows I'll take every precaution to be okay. Anyway. All right. Yes, Wind Rider. Yeah, Scott Garbs. I'm sure they would love Repo's Rescues. So one thing I want to mention here about Wind Rider, if you don't know who they are, they make great outdoor suits. And I researched an outdoor suit for a long time, and it came down to Striker or Wind Rider. And then I started looking more into the Wind Rider background because I'd seen them on Facebook and other places so many times. I thought they were a scam to begin with. I thought maybe they were just a fly-by-night company. And the more I looked into them, the more I got interested. A nice, small, family-oriented company. So that's who I went with. I went with a Wind Rider Boreas suit. They have other ones available, but it's a float suit, and I know I'm going to be finding that. And on the day that I end up jumping in the river, because I know you guys are going to come through, on that day, I have no doubt I'm going to have discount codes for everybody for Wind Rider. So when that day comes, or maybe even next week, I'm going to give you some discount codes for Wind Rider, at least get you 10% off if you're looking for an outdoor suit. We'll handle that next week. All right. Yeah, Bill Gerlach, yeah, that's exactly what I hope they are designed to do, keep me afloat. Yep, definitely. All right, fishing report. Let's crank that out real quick. We'll get into the topic of the week. We'll do a little Q&A, and then we'll pop smoke and get out of here. But fishing report around here, I've been hitting the river pretty hard. The lower part of the river I know is doing better than the upper part, but I've been fishing mostly the upper part. Anywhere above Rainbow Bend all the way up to High Bridge, primarily. A little below Rainbow, but pretty much Rainbow up to High Bridge. Maybe even a little above that. But anyway, I give the river right now like a 3.5 out of 10 up where I'm fishing. Like one day we'll go out and we'll get 3 or 4. The next day we'll go out and we'll get a donut hole. It's just hit and miss right now. Not a ton of fish in the river just yet. And the ones that we are catching are bright silver, so they're just coming in from the lake. We haven't had one yet that's got just a ton of color to it. So beads, spawn, plugs all seem to be taking fish. There's not one over the other, and there's not one color over the other one as well. One day we had yellow beads, that seemed to take a few. The other day we had plugs out, that seemed to take them. The other day we had running green beads seem to be getting hit. So it's not really a hard rhyme or reason. And me, if I'm not getting bit, I'm changing colors and I'm changing sizes of beads or spawn or whatever as fast as I can. Try to get something going, figure out a pattern. So I just feel like there's not a ton of fish yet in the river. We need some rain, or we need a big snow melt. We need some kind of weather change to get more water in the river, get the flow going, get more water level up, and that I know that'll help. Rams just beat San Francisco. No kidding. Thanks, Mark Pearson. Appreciate that update. Yeah. So like I said, right now river's probably 3.5 out of 10. The lower part right now I think probably has a few more fish into it, but you're gonna have a few more boats down that way as well. So it's kind of a trade-off. But just being on the river, love it. Love it, love it, love it. It is like my peaceful place to be. So anyway, shore fishing. Shore fishing is still pretty darn good. If you're looking to get out and probably get more fish in the boat than any place else right now, shore fishing seems to be pretty hot. And I'm not talking like right up on the shore. It sounds like 30, 40 feet of depth. 15 out to 30 would be where I'd be targeting. Stick baits, super slim spoons, seem to be taking the majority of anything out there. Bright flashy orangey colors, bright flashy pinky colors, purpley colors, things like that. Really something cranked up bright, in their face, maybe even a little rattle in it. Seems to be taking some nice fish. Lake trout and steelhead are taken on the shorelines right now. I haven't talked to anybody on the piers lately, so I can't say much about that. Phil Sitar, I know he's a smelt he's a smelt aficionado. He's saying on Gull Lake smelt or been really, really hot. That's cool. Yeah, if you're looking to get out and the weather's mild like it has been, try the shoreline. Why not? Still easy to get a boat out. I don't know how many docks are in. That might be your biggest headache is, getting out without a dock. But I think once you get out there, trolling the shoreline should be a pretty good place for you. Of course, we have no ice. I don't think any place in the state, even up in the northern part of the UP, has ice. So I don't have any ice fishing reports. I don't have any inland lake reports. So yeah, I'm just a big ball of worthlessness to you right now. But all I can talk about is what I do know. So river, so shore fishing, pretty darn good. So that's where I'd be going if I was going out, and I will be going out very, very soon. I don't know if it'll be tomorrow or Wednesday, but very, very soon. And then I'll be out all next weekend as well. Oh, Scott Argesinger, a few browns out of Leamington the last couple weekends. Yeah, great. Yeah, heck yeah. Walleyes out in Erie, absolutely. Tim, Blind Osprey on here, my first mate's on here. Tim, it's always good to see you, man. Tim is he's a journeyman when it comes to fishing. He travels all over the state, so I'm always happy to see what he posts on here. Because he travels, he lives in the southern part of the state. He travels up to where we're at to fish with me. Travels over to the west side to chase, coho and steelhead, and travels over to the, the southeast section to chase walleye and perch and everything else. He's all over the place, and that's what I love about him, man. He's a great journeyman when it comes to fishing. He never calls me and says, "Chris, do you want to go walleye fishing?" That doesn't happen. I'd answer the phone, Tim. I swear I would. I'd love to go. Anyway, no guilt there, Tim. Craig Rouse saying lake trout in the bay by Channel Island. There you go. You're welcome, Blind Osprey. Always good to have you around, bud. He's a good fisherman, good friend. All right, so that's my fishing report. Let's get into the topic of the week. I don't have any fancy graphics or anything like that, but the topic of the week is trash talking. And that's a little bit of a clickbait thing because it might not be what you're thinking of. I'm not going to trash talk anybody. I hold no ill will towards anyone out there, even if they hold it towards me. That's fine. It doesn't bother me. I got real thick skin. Trash talking, what I'm talking about is something that's been bothering me for a long time, and I've never talked about it. I've thought about talking about it, but I never really thought how I wanted to. Trash around fishing areas. What I've been seeing at the boat launches at the river. What I see every year around my marina. What I see every year around every boat launch around Manistee. Around the river, around the banks of the river. The amount of trash that I have seen in the last couple of weeks just fishing that river is really had this topic on the forefront of my mind. So it's something I want to get off my chest, and it's a commitment that I want to make. I mean, who are we? Give me a second here. Give me my soapbox for 2 seconds and I'll be off it. But here we are as sportsmen and sportswomen, and to sit there on our high horse and talk about our fishing rights and what's owed to us and what we feel we inherit from the state or the county or from wherever, the federal government. What we inherit is our rights to go out there and chase game, chase fish. And then we go to these places and we absolutely trash them. Absolutely trash it. And what I see around that river launch on a daily basis, and there's new trash there every day. Hand warmers, fishing line, gloves, just people's gloves, their hats, the things that they throw out of their vehicles, napkins, trash, fast food wrappers. empty fishing line spools. It's everywhere. And it's just completely unnecessary. Absolutely unnecessary. I don't know why we do that. When we sit on our high horse and then we go to these places that we say, hey, these are our places. This is where I want to take my kid. And then we go there and we trash it. You really want to take your kid to something like that? Do you really want to call that yours? I mean, do you live in a house that's full of garbage? I doubt you do. So, that's it. I'm off my soapbox there. What I'm going to start doing is every time I see trash, I'm going to pick it up. Okay? That's what I mean by trash talking. Even if I pick up one piece of garbage, and I know some of it's disgusting, and some of it I might have to put some gloves on to do it, but even if every one of us made a commitment that every time we saw one piece of trash at a boat launch or at a marina, or anywhere for that matter, and we just took a second to pick it up. And I know that it's not our fault, and we didn't put it there. And I know that we're not going to get anything out of it, other than a little peace of mind in ourselves, so that we did the right thing. Okay? But if every one of us makes a commitment to pick up one piece of trash every time you go to a boat launch, if every one of us got on board, or half of us, in no time those places would be picked up. Okay? In no time. So, what I'm going to do is, every time I go to the boat launch, whether it be at the river or at the marina, I pick it up all the time at my marina anyway, or any place that I go and I see trash around the outdoors. I'm going to take a moment, I'm going to at least pick up one piece. So probably multiple pieces, but it'll at least be one piece. And if I do that, I'm going to use the hashtag taking out the trash. So if you guys are on board with this, guys and gals rather, if you are on board with this, put a hashtag on this video right now, taking out the trash. Hashtag taking out the trash. And anytime you go out there and you do something like that, put a hashtag on one of my videos that you're taking out the trash. Hashtag taking out the trash. And you're going to get a little wink and a nod from me and a little thank you from me, and I think a lot of other people saying thanks. Thank you for taking a moment to pick up after the people who just can't seem to be bothered to pick up their own crap. All right? Or put the carts away in a dang Meijer parking lot. Who are those people, too? Sheesh. Man. Anyway, that is what I mean by taking out the trash. That is my commitment to at least try to keep the boat areas clean for you, for your kids, for your wife, your sons, your daughters, your husbands, grandparents, whoever. I'm going to do my part. If you're on board, put the hashtag onto a video or onto this or onto my Facebook or onto my Instagram. Hashtag taking out the trash, and you'll get a little thank you from me. And maybe it's a movement. Maybe it's something we can start. Maybe it's something we can get trending in the outdoor community. Everything starts somewhere. We can do that. I think we'd all benefit from it. All right. Anyway, that's my rant. Yeah, my wife's on here saying that we recycle. We recycle almost everything in our house. If we can't recycle it, I burn a lot of stuff too. And maybe that's not great for the environment, but I burn responsibly. Okay, so it's not like I'm burning Goodyear tires in my backyard. We recycle a lot and destroy a lot of stuff too. All right, thanks everybody for giving me a second to rant about that. It looks like on the comments that most of you are on board with that as well, so I appreciate it. Hashtag taking out the trash. Use that as often as you can on your own social media, on my videos, on my Facebook, on my TikTok, on my Instagram. Use it there as well. And like I said, we'll revisit this in the future. Maybe it's something we can get rolling. All right? I'd love it if it did. I'd love it if it did. All right, I'm going to catch up on some comments here. All right, if you got questions, anything, that's the topic of the week. And really the topic was me just kind of blowharding for a minute there. But I think it was something that needed to be said. And I got a small platform. I'm not huge in any way, but I have a small platform. So maybe we can use it for the greater good, right? I think so. Scott Argesinger, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Tim Potter said he came home with 2 garbage bags of trash. Yeah, the other day when I got done fishing at the river at Rainbow Bend, by the time I was done just walking around my truck in the launch, I had 2 handfuls of crap. And I went back and I got 2 more handfuls of crap. And there's probably more that I could have found around there as well. Yeah. Take a moment. Just pick something up. That's it. If we all did it, if every one of us picked up one thing, I think it would change. I think it would change a lot of places. Jason C., that's a great idea, man. Meet up as a team someplace and do a group cleanup. Man, that's a great idea. Maybe that's something I'll brainstorm on that, Jason C. That's great. You know, if you're in your area and you want to start doing that on your own social media, hashtag take out the trash, or taking out. Let's do hashtag take out the trash. Do that in your own area. Post it on social media. Link me in it. Use those hashtags. Maybe we can get a little trend here going. That's a great idea. I think I might try to organize something in this area also. Really good idea. Jim Dombrowski, thanks, man. Josh Atwood, thank you. Scott Garb saying duck hunters. Yeah, and I'm not trying to objectify just one group. It's everybody. It's not just hunters. It's fishermen too. It's outdoorsmen, outdoors women. It's every one of us as a group. Ryan Purchase taking out the trash. Yeah, it sounds like a good T-shirt. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Excuse me. Bob Hunter, have I heard about the GLSI proposing a fishing license that will allow each angler to troll an additional 3 rods? Yeah, I have. And I don't have a problem with it, Bob. I have no problem with it. You know, the limits are there no matter what. And if you get your limit because you got an extra couple of rods out, you still got your limit. It's not like you're breaking the law in any kind of way. I think it's fine. So yeah, if you're going out fishing with your kid and it's just the two of you and all of a sudden you can go from running, you know, so many rods to so many rods, I think it's great. John Levitt, you net a bunch of balloons offshore every year? Yeah, John, every year I'm like a balloon magnet on the Great Lakes. It seems like I find every balloon out there. And my buddy Brian, he says nothing fights harder on Lake Michigan than a half-full hefty bag. And he's absolutely right. You look into a half-full trash bag that's floating out there, you think you have a whale on the end of the line. But yeah, we get a lot of that crap too. And a lot of that crap, you know, it's from celebrations. You know, people put stuff up in the air. The Great Lakes are a huge body of water, and the winds blow everything around. A lot of that ends up right into the Great Lakes, unfortunately. You guys got some great ideas on here. Adopt a river like adopt a highway. Yeah, it's genius. So yeah, if anybody's got like really good ideas how to get this thing moving as far as like organization, group efforts, scheduling events, things like that, hey, reach out to me on email. My email's in the description. Reach out to me if there's anything that I can do to get things going in your area, you know, get the word out in some way. Like I said, I have a very small platform, but I'm willing to use it for the greater good any way I can. Get with me. I'd be happy to help out any way I can. I'm going to do something in my area on the same lines of what everybody's talking about here. Maybe get some groups together, find a date that everybody can do this on, and then just hit some river launches, things like that. I think it's a great idea. Just wear rubber gloves, everybody, if you got them. If you don't, I'll send you some. Be careful on what you're picking up. Don't, yeah, you know what I mean. I'm not going to go much deeper than that. Saginaw Bay is good for a couple propane tanks every year. I have no doubt. Yeah, I have no doubt. Hugh Merrill, yeah, 2 years ago you found balloons 3 times in 2 trips. Right? Leather gloves, yeah, maybe. All right, everybody, thanks for listening to me on that, and thanks for the what do I want to say, for everybody to start adopting that mindset. Let's get some of the trash out of the areas. It's our areas. We fight for it. We cry about it when we don't get them. We cry about the license fees that we got to pay. We cry about over limits or non-stocking. We cry about all these things. We want all these things. Give us. And then we go to these places and we trash them. So I just don't understand it. But it seems like a lot of people out here are in the same mindset. So let's start getting these places cleaned up. Hashtag, how do I want to do it? Is it take out the trash or taking it? Let's do hashtag take out the trash. Simple as that. Hashtag take out the trash. Get it on your own social media, your own Facebooks. Let's start a movement. Get people rolling on this thing. Use that hashtag. Let's get it trending. I would love to see something like that going. Cool. You guys are great. Appreciate it. Let's wrap it up here. I'll give it a couple more minutes here to for any more questions that want to come in. I'll check the poll. Grand Rapids is way out in the lead on the poll. Novi, 25% second place. Other, 15% in third place. And then Greater Niagara at 13%. We'll end that poll right now. Thanks to everyone for voting on that. Very nice of you. And we had 85 votes on that, so that's great. I don't know how many people we got on. I never did check. That's fine. Doesn't matter if we have one person on or 5 million. So I'm always happy to see everybody. Jason C. asking if I'm going to be at the Grand Rapids show. More than likely I will be. More than likely I'll be down with Dreamweaver. I'm hoping for that to happen. We talked about that from Niagara as well, one of the past shows. But I think I should be down there at least with somebody. It more than likely be with Dreamweaver, and I'll probably pop over and hang out with the Ultimate Salmon Derby guys as well. So I'll probably be popping around there, maybe a few different places. I'll give you an update when I know for sure. Chris Olson asked if I had a chance to try that smoked salmon recipe. No, I have not, Chris. I haven't smoked any fish since the fall. So I do appreciate the recipe though, man. Thank you. Jason saying I need to do a seminar there. If they invited me, I'd probably be happy to do one for them. That's not up to me though, but thank you. Randy Kruger, I know you got on late. I saw you pop in. The fundraiser, we're about halfway to the goal, halfway to that $2,000 goal on the fundraiser. So if you want to see me jump in the ice cold water, please donate. Like I said, get a hold of Repos Rescues on Facebook, REPOS Rescues. Get a hold of them. Their phone number's there. Their donation clicks are there. Get a hold of them. Donate. We have a week. We have a week to raise the remainder of the money. If you want to see me freeze my tail off, it's only a couple dollars away. Rick Wancourt, let's get some repos going. Yeah, thanks, Rick. I really appreciate that. 50 people around here. If you all donated $20, you'd be able to see me out there in the ice cold water. You're absolutely right, Rick. You would. Patrick, appreciate that. Patrick Forrester, always good to see you on here, man. All right, let's get out of here, everybody. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming along, and thanks for listening, and thanks for also responding and replying to everything else. Scott Argetsinger, it's great to see you. Blind Osprey, great to see you also. Great to see everybody else. All the Tangle Tackle Army members on here that I see week after week after week. If you want to join, the link's down below. Thank you so much, everybody. Take care.